Welcome to Season 3 of Then We Cross America. Join us every Monday as we travel through the Southwest, spending most of our time in Arizona, popping into Nevada for just a little bit, before headed back home to California. We are Scout, Teddy, Matt, and Michelle. While towing our little house behind us, we explore the diverse beauty and culture of the United States. So please come join us and...
Then we cross America.
Hello and welcome back to Then We Cross America. This is Season 3, Episode 2. And this week I'm talking to you guys from my home again. If you watched Episode 1, you know that we had a little bit of technical issues and we've lost some footage, including the parts where I talk to you guys about what's going on. I don't think that every single day is like this during the season, but the first couple episodes definitely are. So I have the footage to show you our day, but I don't have the footage that tells you about our day. So that's what we're going to do right now. We woke up on the second day of our trip in the Mojave Desert. We had decided to boondock overnight rather than getting a campground for just one night. We stopped, we didn't unhitch, we didn't put the jacks down, nothing. We just got into our RV, slept, and then woke up the next morning ready to hit the road. The road wasn't ready for us to hit it, though. As I mentioned last week, we had wanted to get over the Tehachapis into the Mojave area because the Tehachapis were set to have snow that night and the road closure possibility was really high. And the roads did close, so it's good that we got over when we did, otherwise we would have lost a whole day of travel. Unfortunately, the road that we were actually sleeping on, we had to go out to the main road and that road was closed, but we didn't know it. And because we were coming onto that road from a small side street, there was no signs, there were no barriers, there were no police officers, there was nothing. So we did not know the road was closed. Luckily it was very flat, the snow was crunchy and not too deep, it was maybe 3 inches. We had our chains, we didn't end up needing to use them. We drove on that closed road though for a while before we got to the area where it was closed and the people coming the other way were stopped and couldn't come onto the road. But because we had gotten on in the middle, we were able to get off that road. It was a little ridiculous, it was a little crazy. When we first woke up and saw all the snow covering the trailer and the truck, we were a little nervous. We had to go out and kind of brush all the snow off and scrape all the ice off the truck so that we could get going. But Matt is a great driver and he got us onto the main highway and we were on our way. Our destination that day was Lake Havasu. Lake Havasu City in Arizona is kind of famously known for two things. One, if you live in Southern California, it's often a place that people go for spring break. It's warm. It's a man-made lake. It's dammed by, I don't know the name of the dam, but it's a man-made lake due to a dam. And it's just kind of a nice place to go in the spring because it's already warmed up when the Pacific Ocean is ice cold year round. But it's also famously known for the London Bridge. Back in the 70s, I believe, one of the founders of the city, because it's a made town, it's a manufactured town, it didn't just kind of slowly spring up. Someone decided, let's build a town here, and kind of manufactured this town in the 60s and 70s after the dam was built. So one of the founders of the town, he decided that he wanted a tourist attraction and the London Bridge was for sale. So he decided to go ahead and purchase the London Bridge as a tourist attraction and it worked. There is a little area that's kind of British inspired village. It's very kitschy. It's like a knockoff Disney. It's not quite like English style, but you can tell that they're trying. It's kind of funny. But there's a visitor center there. The London Bridge is beautiful. It was decorated for the holidays while we were there because, as I mentioned in the previous episodes, we left for this trip on Christmas Day. So we were here on December 26th. We went back at nighttime and there were lights and it was just a really beautiful experience. I don't know if it's a place I'd want to spend a week on vacation, but it was definitely worth a quick stop through as a place to sleep on our way to the Grand Canyon, which was really great. We stayed at a campground right on the lake. Our campsite actually backed up to the lake Teddy got to go ahead and play in the water a little bit because he doesn't like to get in the water, but he likes to attack the waves. And there were some waves kind of lapping up on the shore of this lake that he had fun with. So that was cool for him. It was just a really fun one-night stop. We don't like to drive for 12-hour days, especially while towing. We prefer to keep our days around 6 hours. We probably could do up to 8 or 9 if we had to, but it's not ideal. We'd rather enjoy our journey rather than just trying to bust out to places. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with a little bit of the footage that we have from this day. If you are gonna be anywhere near Lake Havasu City, I definitely recommend stopping. It's kind of fun just to see this bridge that was in London for hundreds of years got dismantled and brought over to Arizona of all places. It's really fun just to see it. It looks like any other bridge. It's not a particularly spectacular bridge, but it is pretty fun, and I definitely recommend it if you are in the area. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss more. We are only on episode 2. There are 9 more days of this adventure. Every single Monday they will be airing here at youtube.com/thenwecrossamerica. So please come back for those, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know the wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it, and look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing, and what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? Have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound they call the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers.